Oh my cow.
Scary door.
The scary door. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello,
Everyone.
I was looking for a vacation today, and I looked at some brochures, and I found a great place that's famous for its bees. It's called Stingapore, and one of their specialties is cow bees. They produce milk and honey, and they're willing to send one of the samples of their beauty products. It's very sticky. It's called a honeycomb. They're really trying to establish a buzz for their touristry business. But enough of these humdingers. Let's get to the show, shall we? All aboard, or is that all our board? Who really cares?
Yeah, nobody knows.
6 of 1.
La-di-da. Greetings and Moobarkfluff to all the creatures in the Potiverse. I am Barely, and this, of course, is Barely Furcasting, featuring Taebyn and others. Taebyn and Friends. It's Taebyn and Friends.
The Taebyn and Friends show.
TAF
With
show.
The BFFTAF.
That works.
That show that asks the question, why do fools fall in love? Rayne, TickTock, Cheetaro, how the fluff are all you guys?
I'm doing okay, all things considered. Yeah.
All right.
I have been a very busy Chee, running around in circles. Let's just say that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I am back from being very, very fluffy.
Well, that's good. Taebyn, how about you?
I am
Still very fluffy.
Oh, yeah. Hi, all you furs out there in this listening land thing that you're doing. My name is Taebyn, and I'm a pup bark bark, and these are all my friends, the only ones I have in the world we are listening to, and that's an amazing thing. And so I'm doing really great because I'm hanging out with all my friends. And, of course, time for Jesse for a walk and how you should do about English, right? Yes. So I actually went to a wedding the other day, and it was so beautiful that even the cake was in tears. It was amazing. And, the other day, I saw this nut chasing another nut. And the one nut said to the other, I'm a cashew. Okay. And
Were you in Salem at the mental hospital?
I think I should be if not. And actually, I read the other day in the paper, archaeologists found a new ancient thing from dinosaur area, and it is actually a really big thing.
Yes.
They were holding.
Yeah, they had big things.
They had many big things, and in fact, they were holding a party to celebrate this unearthing of this thing. So they unearthed the largest ever dinosaur tibia, and this party's huge. It's going to be quite a shindig.
Ouch.
So
But if they
that's
unearthed
I
it,
am
how is it a
doing
shindig?
for this week?
It's a shin-dug.
It's a
It's a
shindig.
shindig.
Yeah, at that point.
Not a dig, because they already dug. That's
Right.
Yeah, pardon me while I die on camera. Okay.
Barely, you should swallow air down the correct pipe.
Yes.
It doesn't go down the wrong pipe.
If it was the pipe, I wouldn't have a problem.
Try it.
If it were a cow, it would not have a
Utter.
bark.
It'd be
I don't
utterly
know what-
ridiculous.
I don't even know
Yes,
what's
utterly
happening.
ridiculous.
Anyways. So everybody's recovered from our live broadcast and our multiple panel sessions from
Barely.
Get Out the Float. Barely.
Well, I mean,
yes.
I'm barely recovered, not you.
Oh,
But,
okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Taebyn, dear.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, it's my turn. I have a thing.
You have a thing.
Yeah. So I have a little mathy puzzle.
Okay.
I like mathy puzzles.
And that's what Barely was waiting for. And I'm just, oh, hi, I'm a pup. I'm just wandering around chasing my tail, and it's my turn, and I didn't know that. But, so my mathy puzzle is, I have 3 cups of coffee and 18 sugar cubes. How can I put an odd number of sugar cubes in each cup using all 18 sugar cubes?
Break one in half.
Huh?
Eat a sugar cube before you put it in your coffee.
Yeah, you could do that.
No, I have to put all 18 in sugar cube. Or hi,
In sugar
I have
cubes,
to put
yes.
all 18 sugar cubes in the cups.
So you got how many coffee cups?
3.
3 cups of coffee.
3 cups of coffee. Well, you don't put an even number in all of them. You just you don't have to put the same number of coffee of.
I don't have to put the
Cubes.
same number, but it all has to be an odd number.
Well, you put 3 in one, 9 in another, and 5 in another, and you have one left over, so you throw it in your mouth.
That is incorrect.
How would you do it, Taebyn? Please tell us. Enlighten us.
I will enlighten you. The
Yeah.
answer is I put 1 in the first cup, 1 in the second cup, and 16 in the third cup.
But that's an even
But that's
number.
not.
Yeah, that's even.
Well, but I'd say 16 is an odd number of sugar cubes to put into a cup of coffee.
That is very true. I was going to say, with 3 cups of coffee and that many sugar cubes, you're going to be bouncing off the wall for
Yeah, so
probably the next 2 years.
the oddity ensues.
Yes, don't give the pup coffee because, man,
Oh,
whew,
that
he
would
gets
be
crazy.
Is that
Crazy.
something you didn't understand also, Taebyn?
Oh, which leads us to that was a great segue. So, I have 2 things for this week that I don't understand. One, why do fools fall in love? Because
Because there's nothing better to do.
earlier. And
Yeah.
Why
stuff.
not?
And-
Yeah, why not?
but also, I have a joke here that I don't understand. So maybe you can help me understand.
Because
it.
hot ferret, that's why fools fall in love.
Hot ferret.
Because hot ferret.
Hot ferret.
That's why I fell in
check
love.
it and see.
Mhm.
Got a fever of 3 inches long. Oh, no.
It's longer than
So there's something else I don't understand. What just happened right there?
that. We'll explain it to you when you're older.
Oh, good. Thank you. I'm waiting. I rue the day. Also, this joke I don't understand. So, a penguin and a polar bear are sitting in a bathtub. The penguin asks the polar bear, "Hey, can you pass the soap?" The polar bear obliges. A few moments later, the penguin asks, "Hey, can you pass the scrubber?" The polar bear does. Shortly after that, the penguin says, "Hey, can you pass the rubber ducky?" The polar bear, beginning to become a little upset at this, turns to the penguin and says, "What do you think I am, a radio?" There's a laugh track.
I am very confused. I don't understand
Same.
this either.
Yeah, I
Don't
would say it's
either.
something I don't understand either.
Okay, say it again. Say it again.
Okay, so
Yes.
a penguin
Yes.
and a polar bear are sitting in a bathtub.
Yes.
The
In a
penguin asks the
bathtub.
polar bear, "Can you pass the soap?" The polar bear obliges. A few moments later, the penguin asks, "Hey, can you pass the scrubber?" The polar bear does. Shortly after that, the penguin says, "Hey, can you pass the rubber ducky?" The polar bear, becoming a little upset by this time, turns to the penguin and says, "What do you think I am, a radio?"
I do not get it the second time around either.
Is it because
don't-
he's always changing things in his hands? I don't know.
Maybe I think maybe
Changing
this
dials.
is something for us all to explore and see if we can for a penguin for the past today next time, see if we can riddle me this out or something.
But anyway, moving on to the past today.
Yes.
Speaking
Unless
of,
you have
that's the
something
past
else you
today
don't
for next time.
understand.
Yes.
He's got a lot of things, but he keeps it down to 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Oh yeah. That was all that I don't understand. We'll say for this week.
For this time, yeah.
Okay. All right. Do we have any
Okay.
past? Anything we need to talk about in the past?
I want to say I had a fantastic time with everyone at Get Out the Float.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It was fun playing our unknown to name game because I can't
Yes.
remember what it was called.
And I had a great time meeting the new Beep Boop in the group because I hadn't gotten to see him in his Beep Boop yet.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you.
Barely
TikTok.
was
yes.
having troubles there.
I'm like all distracted
He's
with the show notes. Focused.
But yeah,
Beep Boop.
that was my
Yes.
first time seeing TikTok in his Protogen
Yes.
fursuit,
Sleepless.
and it was
He's
Sleepless.
very big.
Sleepless is so cute,
Yes.
very cute.
And yes, and I earned every bit of that giant plushie that I was awarded in this ceremony.
Fantastic. Yes.
That was a lot of laser tag that went to that plushie.
Oh,
Yeah. I want to say that I had a great time myself. I had lots of people wishing me happy birthday.
Oh,
I
yes, yes.
and I have to also say that I cried way too much that weekend
You cried a
because
you
lot.
did.
We were worried
yeah, I
about
was an
you.
emotional Chi.
All
Uh,
right. Well, that takes us up to Taebyn's Formations.
Ooh.
Ah,
Ah,
woo.
woo.
Ah,
Indeed.
ooh. So you
Mm-hmm.
first that have been listening to the show for a while might know that I do these formations where I read some affirmations for our fluff. And I finished the book of affirmations that I was currently reading last time. So I got some they're big cards, and on each card, these cards are Therapets, 64 emotional support animal cards
Oh,
by
that's
Kate
cute.
Allen. It is cute, and each card has a colorful animal of some sort and a little affirmation on each. So, the first one is you're strong, smart, and you got this.
Ah. And what animal is on that card?
Oh, there's this nice. Oh yeah, I'll take pictures and we'll put it on the website. This one is a nice, colorful kitty, rainbow kitty,
Rainbow
Meow.
kitty.
laying on his back, and he's all happy.
I like
And
that.
the next one, there's a purple kitty sitting there. And it
Another
says,
kitty.
You are enough. Today,
Woo.
tomorrow, always.
No, we-
Woo.
Doubly.
Ah, woo. Ah, woo. I say that to my kitty every once in a while. You're enough already.
You're enough.
Go away.
Enough. Go away.
Stop.
We say that to Cheetaro sometimes too.
You're
That's
enough.
enough, Cheetaro. Enough.
I can't help it. I'm a cheetah.
The next one is a pink bat sleeping. And it says, I am a work in progress, and that is okay.
Oh.
Ah,
Ah,
woo.
woo. Ah, woo.
And the number 4th one for the week, there's a phoenix on the card. And
rising.
it says, you will rise above the ashes. You will find a way to become whole again.
Ah.
Ah, woo.
And those are the Therapets affirmations for this week.
Therapets.
They're pets.
Therapets. It sounds like a really calming Saturday morning cartoon show for kids.
Yes.
I would
Maybe
watch that.
It
Not
really
a
does.
bad idea.
I'd watch it
Or-
too.
They do. All right. Well, let's
Hey.
move on to our media. There you go. So I'm still continuing RuPaul. We're up to season 13 now. I'm halfway through that one, and we're watching. But it's taking longer because I'm watching Untucked after each episode. So watching the episode that corresponds with that, which is kind of fun and sometimes frustrating. I'm up to speed on Dr. Stone. I was going to watch the recently released episode today, but we watched something else for lunch instead, so didn't watch that. That's on lunchtime. For whatever
I don't
reason,
know why that just struck me so funny. We were gonna watch the other episode, but we didn't because we watched something else instead.
yeah, it's like,
I mean, it stands to reason. It just struck me funny somehow.
it struck you funny.
That was
what
funny.
That's what a clown does when he hits you. He strikes you funny.
Strikes you funny.
Mwah!
And you know when you go like you're in a classroom at school and is on the first day, they give you a syllabus and everything, and that's kind of like when you get a transportation to the class in in a bus full of clowns. It's a silly bus.
Mhm.
That
Okay,
it
so
is.
moving right along.
moving right along.
Moving right along.
We watched Jurassic World.
Oh, how's
Huh?
that?
I haven't seen that before, so that was kind of fun. Of course, it seems to be a retread of the first Jurassic movie. Two kids threatened by dinos and the adults to save them. Blah 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 blah.
I've always wondered something, Beryl. So They built the first Jurassic Park. It was a complete disaster and it probably collapsed insurance companies.
Hmm.
But they keep like building new ones. How do they get
No, it's not
coverage?
that they keep building new ones. It's that they keep going back where they're not supposed to be going.
Yes.
Yes, that's how
Mhm.
they get around. And then
Oh.
the dinosaurs escape the Jurassic
Again.
Park island, and that's where we get Jurassic World.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes,
Jurassic Park is frightening. In the
because
dark, all
nature
the
always
dinosaurs are
right.
running wild.
Because in the words of
Weird
our
Al.
good friend
Yeah.
Goldblum, Jeff Goldblum,
Yes, nature finds a way.
nature always finds a way.
Yes, and Steven Spielberg always finds a way to milk a product till it's
Well, as
completely
long
dry.
as there's aliens out there, I'm pretty sure he will.
Mhm.
Yes, yes.
Aliens and dinosaurs, man.
All right, Rayne, what have you been up to with the media world?
I have been watching lots of Wolf in VR. He's had quite a few new videos out lately that have
has
been
he?
kind of fun. Yeah,
I am so
yeah.
behind apparently on Wolf.
He's done quite a few. One of the ones I watched this today during lunchies was one where you are in the mind of a little girl and you got to help her recover her memories, and it's very Inception like because like everything is turned topsy turvy, very MC Escher kind of weirdness. It looks like a really cool game. I'm kind of excited to see how that goes as he continues on. He's playing a demo right now, so it'll probably end way sooner than I want to. But and then I also kind of started the new Goosebumps series on Disney because I thought it was another Goosebumps movie, and I didn't realize it was a series because the first episode was like an hour and a half, and I thought, oh, this is just going to be a really cool movie, and
the
then I got
episode?
sucked into a series. So it's Goosebumps The Vanished or The Vanishing or whatever, and it is really good, but also like 18 episodes long, and each episode's like over an hour. So
Oh my cow.
yeah, really good, really scary, kind of spooky. It's got David Schwimmer in it, so anybody who's a Friends fan will like it. The boys in it are very cute, and that's about all I have to say about it.
All right.
But it's good. I definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it. It's a fun series from 2023.
Okay. TikTok, how about you?
Let's see. Just a couple of RuPaul's. Also, the usual Jeopardy, including the recent Tournament of Champions. One of the contestants was an incredibly cute reporter from Hawaii that almost made it into the finals. So, yes.
All right. Cheetaro, how about you?
Well, my partner and I decided that we want to watch the second season of Squid Games, so
Oh,
we rewatched Squid Games the first season, and it's
good idea.
amazing when you watch something a second time how you pick things up that you didn't see before.
Mhm.
So there was a lot of that. It's worth watching as long as you don't care about all the killings that are involved, but
Yes.
it is a really good series, and we've
I
already watched a couple of episodes of season 2. Very interesting how they're going about it.
I never got we never got past episode 1 of season 1. I think we
Yeah,
finished it, but I think my honey fell asleep half the way through,
Yeah.
and then
yeah.
I wasn't too. So we've never. I didn't see what all the hype is about, but maybe I need to try it again.
Yeah, it's
Speaking
actually
of
pretty good.
speaking of rewatches, I did rewatch the Princess Bride for Valentine's Day because it's the most romantic movie ever.
As you wish,
And
Rain.
yeah,
As you
wish. It's the most romantic movie, and of course, Valentine's Day, you have to watch a romantic movie.
Actually,
Do you?
Rain, if
Yes.
you made a movie about you and Ziggy, that would be the most romantic movie.
Yes, because I mean, we proposed right after the most romantic song,
Yes, you did.
the most romantic song in the world,
The
and
most
we
romantic
proposed
Well,
right after it.
it's always fun to watch cool movies, and
Mhm.
one thing we also watched is these movies called Creep and Creep 2.
I have
They're
heard of those. Are
very
they good?
interesting movies. They're kind of weird to start because basically the very first one only has 2 actors in it,
Oh,
Huh.
and they basically one follows the other around and does all sorts of interesting things, and then you find out certain things, and I don't want to
Find out
ruin it for
things.
I'm gonna
anybody,
have to
but
watch it.
it's
Yeah,
kind of interesting.
I've
And
seen it, but I have not like took the plunge and watched it yet.
Yeah.
The
The
main
second
reason
one,
to watch it is because you find out certain things, and that doesn't
Mm,
happen very often.
yeah,
it's true.
yeah, the second one is kind of a little more interesting than the first, but
Is it a gore horror movie or a scary
it's
horror
more
movie?
it's more of a psychological thriller to a certain degree because
Okay.
you're basically going through the movie and you don't get to see anything horrible until, well, technically in both of them till the very end of the movie. And it's not that it's a horrifically gory, but it's horror thriller for sure, but it's not gory.
At the very end, that's when M. Night Shyamalan makes his screen appearance, and that's the scary part.
Right.
Ah!
Right,
God
right.
dang it! I've been watching an M. Night Shyamalan movie the whole time. Ah, no!
Oh,
Now I'll never get resolution.
yes. Well, then you need to get a better TV if you don't have good resolution on your TV.
Well,
Yeah, see,
yeah,
that's what I thought you were talking about when you said that. It's like, I don't.
no. I'm talking about like the resolution of the story because
Well,
his
and
stories
so
always
I
seem to
didn't.
be like so open ended.
I don't know who this person is, and so I thought, does like, is he just not photogenic? And so
Why
any
did I?
movie you
Why
watch,
did I
you
just
just don't
blank
have
on
good
the movie that
resolution.
he
It's all
did that
pixelated
everybody
or something.
hated?
Most of them.
Well, yes, but the one that really started off everybody hating him. The one with the aliens attacking the farmhouse.
Oh, swing
Oh,
away.
signs.
Signs, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Swing
That was
away.
so
Well, you
scary.
know,
I
he
was
also
scaredy pup.
he also did a
Oh.
really cute movie called Stuart Little.
Well, yeah, that one wasn't bad. I love Stuart Little. All things Stuart Little, even if it's a terrible movie, is still pretty good. I've always been a Stuart Little fan.
All right, then. Now that we've trashed M. Night Shyamalan, Taebyn.
He doesn't listen anyways.
Oh, Taebyn.
Hello.
Taebyn. What have you been watching?
We haven't actually been watching very much because to get out the float, and I just been such a busy pup. We haven't had time to really watch anything. But we started Night Agent season 2.
Oh,
We haven't gotten very far. I think we've only seen one episode, but it's really good, just like the first season. We are halfway through the Connors season 3.
oh,
And
okay.
apparently a lot of people like it because they have 6 seasons, and I think I heard they're going to make a 7th season. So season
Yeah.
3 is they're doing the whole pandemic stuff, and
Mhm.
so everyone's wearing a mask. You know how some shows do that because they recorded during or
Yes.
just after the pandemic. So anyway, some of the episodes kind of aren't centered around COVID stuff, but definitely plays a part in the in the thing. So it's a little, I guess, morbid is the right word. It's not really, but it's also reminds you of dark days. So it's not the best season, but we're watching it, and it's still a little entertaining. So we'll keep going. Anyway, so hey, everyfur, there's this show out there. We really are having trouble watching it and digesting it because it really brings back bad memories. But you should all go
Yeah.
watch it. That's
Yes, please go watch the
Um,
show that brings back bad memories.
Misery loves company.
yeah. Been reading. Well, you know what I haven't been reading. Been meaning to,
Kyle
but,
Gold?
haven't. So there's that. Yeah, Kyle Gold, Green Fairy. I've been playing Infinito 2, Bloon 6, Royal Match, and Beat Saber, and that's my media-ing for the week.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, in that case,
Okay.
it is time for our man on the street, the fur on the street, the protogen on the street. TikTok, what's going on in the world of furry news?
Beep. No, if you recall my previous report from the Scottish tabloid, the Sunday Post, about ScotiaCon, right on
I think it's
time.
ScotiaCon.
Or ScotiaCon?
I think it's ScotiaCon, yes.
Okay, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Scotia. So we'll go with ScotiaCon. Right on time, the BBC published a counterpoint titled "Being a Furry is like wearing a superhero cape." And I've noticed this pattern because it's like the tabloids will put out something ridiculous about the furries, and then the BBC is like, "Oh no, no, no!"
Yeah.
It's all
They're
quick
just-
fun,
They're just people having a good time, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But the title is a paraphrase from Fennec Firefox, an orange fox with blue hair and a tail tipped by a flame. Fennec says that being in costume allows him to escape his everyday struggles and do nothing but be happy. Another attendee, Rock the German Shepherd, says, "You probably know a furry and don't realize it because we are everywhere." No way. And ScotiaCon's co-director, Jeremy Smith, says the event is an opportunity to forget the real world for a weekend. You can go and be this big, colorful animal that has no worries in the world, and you can just go disconnect. And while the posts seem to kind of fixate on the convention rules, Mr. Smith promoted the convention as a safe space, saying that it is popular with people with autism and physical and learning disabilities who see the convention as a safe space. He says that wearing a fursuit can allow those who struggle with social settings to be more confident. Some members of the fandom cannot even talk to people, but you put them into a fursuit and you can put them on stage tomorrow. Although you might want to take a break from the fursuit and the, day thing.
Well, I mean, technically, you could put them on a stage at any point, but you might get different results.
True.
Right, yeah. If you're gonna keep them in suit overnight, make sure they get water and stuff.
A shower. Especially, that's the kind of water they definitely need the most, is a shower.
Yes.
Which our last show was brought to you
By shower, yes.
By shower. And he concludes with, all the inhibitions are gone. They put on the costume and become this big, bright character. I think that's a large appeal.
I mean, it's one of the things I love about it.
Yep. And being an also very busy fur with Get On the Boat, etc., that's all the news I have this week.
Awesome.
Excellent. So that kind of reminds me that Cheetaro is supposed to have a movie review for us.
I do, as a matter of fact.
Good.
I do.
I was worried.
Yeah, no. I the one thing that could be rest assured, I watch lots of movies, and even if they're not a furry movie, I always have something on the ready. But this time, this one's an actually interesting movie because it's on Netflix. It was from 2016, and it's called The Angry Birds Movie.
That's very furry-esque.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of furry-esque because there's lots of birds that are walking around, and there's lots of pigs that are walking around, and of course we all know that this is basically a movie that's based off of an app that was created on your for your phone.
Yes, by Rovio.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they're the ones that actually co-created this, so to speak.
It's their intellectual property, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and so it's rather interesting because it gives an answer to the question, why are the birds angry?
Pigs.
No, because the bird was angry before the pig showed up. See, and because of that he was angry, he ended up having to go to court, and because he had to go to court, he was proven that he was guilty, and so therefore he had to go to anger management classes.
Okay.
Yeah, and so then these green pigs show up, and
then these green pigs show up.
Yeah,
and then these green pigs show up.
Green pigs make everyone angry.
Yeah, and the ironic part is that these green pigs come as, we're friends, and we're going to give you certain things, and some of the fun things that they give to the birds, they give them trampolines. They give them a slingshot. Yeah, those are things that are used in the game, of course. So that was rather interesting. And they do introduce dynamite, yes. But the funny part is that this one red bird, who is voiced by Jason Sudeikis.
Okay.
Um, he sees the plot between these pigs and what they're trying to do, and he's trying to get them to all the rest of the birds to stop trying to become friends with these pigs because they're trying to take over our island, and he says, okay, fine, all you birds are not listening to me. I'm going to go up to the top of the mountain because they're on Bird Island, and the bird that's all the way up at the top is this mighty eagle. And of course, this mighty eagle is also voiced by somebody we all should know, Peter Dinklage. Yeah, and so
I love the Dink, man. I love the Dink.
I mean,
he does,
so cool.
He does a great
call
job
back to our
voicing
other
this
podcast.
Absolutely.
On the Injured Nerves Network.
Yeah.
I don't know
well,
who that is.
He does a great job voicing this eagle, and stuff. And the funny part is in the eagle's den, he actually has this picture on the wall that says, "To the Eagles from Hotel California." Yeah. So it was rather funny.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, there's all sorts of little
You have to be a
things
certain age to
around.
get that joke.
Yeah, sorry, all you younger furs. But there's all sorts of fun things that are happening in this movie. There's also even there's a big gigantic thing that happens where all the birds go to Pig Island because the pigs steal something from the birds and they're trying to get it back. And of course, while they're destroying Pig Island, there's this one scene where they end up falling through these floors of this castle, and there's this one poster, and it says Kevin Bacon in Hamlet.
Oh God.
Like
They
I
really
said,
went all in with the pig jokes and and bird jokes and
it was rather interesting and it was fun and it's amazing how they put in so much stuff that if you've played the game deep enough into the game,
right.
A
And
lot
I
of
was
the
a
stuff
big
that was in the
Angry
game,
Birds fan when it first came out. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of that into this movie.
Nice.
So so if you're interested in the app and you played the game, watch the movie because it's very funny, and I give this 4 chirps because it held my attention. It made me laugh a lot, and of course there's a couple of very interesting scenes with various things, and just to say, the Jason Sudeikis voice, the red bird, he ends up beating up this poor little sign that looked like a bird, and it's like, and the ironic part was it was right in front of where the anger management class was that he was going to be doing, right? And so so there's all sorts of these things going on. So go out and watch the Angry Birds.
I'm really on the fence about a lot of video game movies. It took me a while before I would watch Sonic, and then I was hooked on Sonic, and I love the movies. And
is that Hooked on Phonics?
Hooked on Sonics works for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there's also several other movies that were or video games turned into movies.
And then some of them are
Silent
terrible.
Hill
Doom was terrible.
Doom was terrible. Silent Hill was fairly
Silent
decent,
Hill was
but it wasn't all that good.
That was okay, but the second one was really not
stupid.
Good.
And there was Bambi.
Then there was Bambi, which is not a video game, but yes,
should be.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
Yeah. Who wants to play Bambi?
I do.
Taebyn's the only one, so that's why there's never been a Bambi video game.
That would stand to reason. Yes.
Maybe there's one in VR, Taebyn. You'll have to go check it out.
I'll have to go check. I will. I'll go.
Keep searching, Taebyn.
I like it.
I still am confused as to why Bambi is a name for a girl, but Bambi was a boy.
That is very confusing because every stripper and lady of the night seems to be named Bambi,
right?
And it's a boy's name.
Yeah.
So shouldn't it be the male escorts that are named Bambi?
I think it has something to do with the fact that it was an animal and they just decided that it sounded like a good name.
Wait, what does this
You also
have to
have
do
to
with
remember-
snails?
Snails.
Rayne said it has to. There's something about male.
Male escorts, not escargot.
Not
escargot and
it's a different
escorts
thing.
are different things.
Oh, these are different things.
Escorts
Okay, I'll have to look that up then.
are
Find out
guys
what
you
that
pay
is.
for dates.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
usually the only way I can go out on a date is if I.
Well, it's a good thing that the most romantic song in the world
Yeah,
netted you a fantastic dragon.
it is. It's all about
Yes.
that escargot, I tell you.
It is. It is. That's
Yeah.
how you make an escargot.
Thank you for that wonderful review and all of the comments from the Peanut Gallery.
Peanuts.
We are peanuts.
That brings us to our upcoming events going on
Coming
this.
events.
This very weekend, as this show drops, is the Fur Camp 2025 in Parc Estual Intervales Ribeirão Grande, São Paulo, Brazil.
And that's different than Park Escargot
Right.
And
in
Taco Grande.
your valleys.
And Faco,
Right.
Faco Grande. Faco Grande?
Taco Grande.
Paco Grande.
Flaco Grande is something entirely different.
Flaco Grande, Paco Grande, all the Pacos. And then the weekend after that, March 6th through the 9th, in the Richmond Conference Center in Richmond, British Columbia, Canada, is Vancouver 2025. And I have a woo there because
It's
Taebyn will
Vancouver
be there.
2025. Woo!
I will be there, yes.
You will be there. Woo. That same weekend in Durham, North Carolina, if you can't get up to British Columbia, March 7th through the 9th is Be Whiskered 2025. You okay, Taebyn?
No,
Are you-
I actually
he's
have
losing
no
it.
idea.
He just
But
can't.
thanks
he
for
just-
asking.
He can't take care. He can't control his excitement for going
I
across
can't.
the border. I
I
hope they
wig,
let you
I
back.
Well, he might be luckier if he gets to stay.
Yeah, are you selling your house and moving up there, Taebyn?
We'll see. I don't know what my hubby has planned, but he's been on the phone quite a lot lately, so I don't know, maybe.
Has real estate agents been coming to your house to make an assessment?
There's been all kinds of that, and there's like all these signs out on the front lawn now. I mean, I'm not
Taebyn
really
just
sure
barks
what-
at everybody that comes up the driveway.
Yep.
and
Are
it's
one of
a
those
thing.
signs "Beware of dog"?
Well, there's always been that one, but yeah. I mean,
Yes. That same weekend in Herndon, Virginia, at the Hilton Washington Dulles Airport, is Furthermore, not further confusion,
Not
but
furthermore.
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 And March 21st to the 23rd in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. If you want to go to the other side of Canada, since
If
British
you want
Columbia is
to.
on this side, Toronto. Well, although it's spelled with a T at the end, you don't pronounce it. It's Toronto.
that's
Toronto.
right.
That's right. That's Fernal Equinox. The weekend of the 28th through the 30th of March in Los Angeles, California is Golden State
Angeles.
FurCon. Motor City FurCon is taking place March 28th through the 30th in Ypsilanti, Michigan.
I love it.
Then if you want to get
great
to
name.
Australia, down under, they're going to have Furry Down Under down there.
Yeah.
April 4th through the 6th. Go out and get a shrimp and a barbie.
Go get a shrimp? Go get a shrimp and a
There's
Bambi.
something about it. There's something about a Hugh Jackman joke about here about furry
some-
down under.
Furry
Like,
down
That's
under.
not
like
a knife.
Deadpool and yeah.
I'm furry down under. I haven't
Yeah.
shaved for a bit. All right. Furcation Land 2025. I love the name of this con.
That's a good con name.
April
yes.
10th through the 13th is taking place in Portland, Maine at the Holiday Inn Portland by the Bay.
Yes, not
And
the
then-
Portland by here.
Yes.
The Portland on the other
Other
side
side.
of the U.S. The
Right.
eastern side of the U.S.
Yes, the left, the right coast.
What about the upper diagonal coast?
Well,
Ooh, they don't ever get any cons.
that's near the Trump. That's near the Trump of Gulf.
Mhm.
Yes. Texas Furry Fiesta is taking place April 10th through the 13th in Dallas, Texas. Woods Flock 2025 is taking place April 11th through the 13th in Pikeville, Tennessee.
But that's not where Woodstock was, though.
No, this is Woods Flock.
Yeah, but if you're gonna pick a name like Woods Flock that sounds like Woodstock, wouldn't you want to have it like near Woodstock?
In New Jersey? Who would go to
Yeah,
New Jersey for
York.
anything?
Well, that's true.
I mean, come on.
Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Was
he'd wheel him
Woodstock,
out in
New
his
York?
wheelchair so he can sing. And then
Or what
the
about
Lost-
Clive Barker?
Clive Barker? Is that Bob Barker's younger brother?
Oh, maybe. No,
Or is that a
he's the
furry
one
name?
that did
He's the one that did Nightbreed.
no, well
Clive
maybe
Barker,
that too,
yes.
but he also did whose line is it anyway?
No, I
Oh,
think you're confused.
The British version.
The British
Oh, the
version.
British version.
Oh,
Like the
yeah.
good version.
Okay.
The
The
better
one with
version.
Drew Carey is not the good version.
Well, I'd say the better version because there still have
better.
some moments. In
There are
Cruise
some
Line
great
anyway.
ones
There's some
in
moments.
the American
But you know, they
version.
take too long. Like half the show is like watching all the audience clap. Because like someone says something and they clap and they have to like dwell on it for like 20 minutes.
Well,
Drew
because
Carey has
they
that
very,
written into his contract.
because they rarely get that, so that's why they
Oh,
have to do it.
I see. That's
So,
okay, that's
Uh,
true. That's true.
next con is the Las Vegas Fur Con, April 17th to the 20th in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the Alexis Park Resort. Ohio is taking place April 18th to the 20th in Columbus, Ohio, and then Fontastique 2025 is taking place April 18th to the 22nd
Deers
in
only.
Novotel Lyon Bron Expo in Bron, France.
That's very good. I don't even know how you just did that.
So in other words, all the carnivores should go there and eat the deer. Is
That's
that what
right.
you're
Yes.
saying?
Fantastic.
It's only deers, so it's definitely going to be an open buffet for all the carnivores.
And then the best name for a con, the Furry Weekend Holland.
Woo!
Ooh, Furry Weekend
That's-
Holland.
Even
That's-
better
That's
than
a fantastic
the
name.
Yeah,
even better than the Japan meeting of the furries.
that's right.
Yes.
And that's taking place April 25th to the 28th in Castile de Berkt in Baarlo, Netherlands.
Barlow.
Oh, that was also
Barlow.
really good.
Barlow.
Baarlo.
That's where all the sheep are.
Netherlands.
Right.
It's a sheep con. It's very warm because they all have lots of wool. And
Yes.
those are the upcoming events for March and April 2025.
Nice.
Okay. The funny thing is, we have so little on our show notes, and we are still at 45 minutes already. So, Taebyn, do
This
you
is
have
what happens.
Taebyn, do you have a story for us?
I do.
Oh, goody.
Is it one we've heard before?
No, well, maybe I don't
Yay.
think so.
Oh, okay.
It's a little short story, but it's kind of a beautiful story.
Oh.
We all like the color purple, right?
It doesn't
Absolutely.
The
exist.
movie
Yes.
or the color?
That's right. It doesn't exist. If
Purple
it did
doesn't exist.
exist.
Yeah.
Right.
So all you furs out there, Barely's going to take a few moments now to tell us why it's true that the color purple does not exist.
It does not exist because our cones and rods in our eyes cannot process the color purple.
But I beg
and-
to differ. IMDb says Whoopi Goldberg was in the color purple.
Well, no, that's a different thing. The actual
okay.
color. So our ooh, wow.
Oh,
Apparently,
sorry.
somebody has some very, very
Strong
different ideas
opinions
about what you're
that.
saying. Strong
Apparently,
opinions,
yes. Taebyn, don't bark at me like that.
Yes.
Anyway,
I
oh,
do
and
that.
now
You
he's
scared him.
shaking. So our brain fixes that and absorbs the what the rod and cones are doing and interprets that as the color purple. But the color itself does not actually exist. Scientific fact. I don't know if it's true or not, but I say it with such authority.
You earned,
CEU
CEU
possibly
earned.
Yes.
I like
possibly.
in these trying times. Just make up whatever the hell you want.
Times
Well,
we must
all those-
be all together.
Yeah,
once
All those
again.
royals would
It's
be
like-
disagreeing with you
Mm.
Yes.
because
I-
of all their royal.
Don't believe
purple.
anything that the royals say.
So I have to say one of the best lines from RuPaul's Drag Race when they play Snatch Game. One of the queens was playing Queen Elizabeth, and
No.
somebody asked her, "How should I survive being in the royal family?" "Don't piss me off and wear a seatbelt."
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
It's going to be a very bumpy ride. Anyway, we have now usurped everything that Taebyn was going to say. So Taebyn, tell
Taebyn.
us your story.
Tell us the story. Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm sure everything you just said was a lot better than my story. But we like the color purple that doesn't exist.
Yes.
And this story is called The Beauty of Purple. So there's a woman who likes purple. She doesn't just like purple, she loves purple. So she's got purple doors, purple curtains, purple tables, purple soaps, purple everything. She drives a purple car and even asks her boss permission to paint her office purple. So she loves, I mean, purple, if it existed, is a beautiful color. And it, it represents so many things that are dear to our heart, us gay folk. Her least favorite, that's not part of the, I just interjected that, that's not actually in the story. Her least favorite movie is The Purple People Eater because it gives the color a bad name, of course. So one day a guy stops by her large purple house and knocks on the purple door. "Hi, do you have a spare room?" he says. The woman says, "As a matter of fact, I do." And of course, she's wearing a purple dress. She leads him through the purple door, into the purple hallway, and past another purple door, and another purple door. She finally stops by the purple door at the end of the purple hallway. "Here you are," she says. The guy goes into the purple door, into the purple room, and unpacks his suitcase into a purple dresser. At the end of the night, he lays down in the purple bed and rests his head on the purple pillow. The next day, he hears the woman yell from down the hall, "Breakfast!" He gets out of the purple bed, gets his clothes from the purple dresser, and goes out the purple door into the purple hallway. He finds his way to the kitchen and sits down at the purple table. The woman opens the purple cupboard and pulls out 2 boxes of cereal. There's Wheaties and Cheerios. Purple boxes, of course. She sets them on the purple table. "Which one would you like?" she says. The man considers for a moment before finally responding, "I love the Cheerios." The woman smiles and says, "So it's true. 2 out of 3 do prefer Cheerios over Wheaties." The end.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
Okay.
Wait, that's it?
That's it.
Okay. Alrighty
2
then.
out of 3 do prefer Cheerios over Wheaties. The beauty of purple, I tell you.
The beauty
This
of
sounds-
purple.
This sounds more like a cereal commercial than a story.
This is the beautiful cereal commercial.
You killed that story. That makes you a serial murderer.
It does. A purple one at that.
A purple
Did she
serial
have a
murderer.
musician roommate?
Prince?
Huh?
Well, yeah, no. Did Prince live with her?
No, he wasn't reigning at the time. Oh, but now it's time for our shameless plugs.
I think you just did one.
That was a Taebyn joke, if anything ever was a Taebyn joke. And I beat you to the punchline there, Taebyn.
You did. You did.
I did. So shameless plug. I've got several other podcasts on our network. We have Royal Highness. We're 2 friends who have never seen Game of Thrones, and they're currently watching season 2 of House of the Dragon. They just finished episode 6, so they only have 2 more episodes to go.
Ooh, what are they
And-
going to watch after that?
They don't know yet.
There's been discussions, though.
There's been discussions because season 3 of House of the Dragon is just starting to film. So that's not going to be out for at least another year.
Maybe they should watch Bambi: The Night Returns.
The Night Returns. Sounds like what I...
And was he returned? The horrible video to the video store.
Yes. And he does
Maybe,
not
maybe you
rewind.
guys should watch Weeds. That could be an interesting one to do.
Oh, weeds.
Little boxes made of ticky tacky.
Yes. There you go. Weeds.
Yes.
And then we have Off Leash, a definitely not safe for work podcast about all things human puppy play and consensual sexual kinks. And of course, the other podcasts on our network that Rayne will now talk about.
Woo woo.
I will now talk about the other podcasts on our network, which are, I'm so prepared, which are 3 Do Who, the monthly Doctor Who podcast. This month we discuss Rassilon, who's a kind of polarizing hero, villain, megalomaniacal, creepy
Megalomaniac.
character. Yeah, kind of a little bit of everything. He's kind of got his fingers in everything. Doctor
Is he
Who.
a little bit of candy bar?
No, he's a little bit
Poss-
country. And
Yeah,
his
that's
sister is
what
a
I
little
was
bit
trying to
rock and
do.
roll.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
he's
was
a
trying to
little
do
bit of
that.
everything.
I forgot.
So
at
next
the last
month
second
we're going
how
to
it
be
went.
discussing the Doctor's longest surviving companion, but I'm not going to say who it is. You're going to have to tune in to see who it is. Also, I'm streaming DJ sets on Sundays at 6 p.m. Pacific again. I had to move to
Sundays.
Sundays, yes, because Fridays were not great for me, being as I sometimes have to work late on Fridays. So, yeah. So we're doing Sundays. I've typically been doing kind of like one high energy hour at the beginning and then one kind of chill hour at the end, and that seems to be kind of fun. So yeah, twitch.tv/Rayne Raccoon. And you can also check it out on BFFT. Notices go out on the BFFT Telegram group chat.
Telegram group chat.
Can you check it out at the supermarket?
No, but you can check it out at the library.
No.
But you
at
can
the
check.
library,
Okay,
yes.
I'll go to the library.
As long as you have a library card. Does anybody still have a
Right.
library card?
I haven't had one in
I do.
25 years at least.
Yeah.
I still have my Portland library card. Believe it or not, it still works.
Wow.
It still works.
Okay.
Wow.
Did you like go in the other day just to see? I wonder if my Portland library card works still. And it does. Woo!
Woo! I checked out a book that I will not read and forget to return and have to pay
And we'll forget.
25 cents a day for every time I say. What is the return rate now if you don't go
I
if you
think
go
it's
over?
$1. I think it's $1 a day.
$1 a day. Well, they really. I remember when I was
Wow.
a kid, it was a nickel a day.
Yeah, like it was some insanely low amount when I was a kid too. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was like a nickel a day or a dime a day or some shit like that. And
Something like that.
it just, yeah, it was crazy cheap. Like I would always keep a book way past the time that I was supposed to return it.
Was your book purple?
Sometimes, yes.
Okay.
Cheetaro, how about you? What do you got to plug?
Well, I've been doing a lot in terms of getting ready for Furlandia 2025.
Yay!
Believe it or not, there's only 12 weeks left till the con.
Oh my
and
Should
cow.
probably register.
Wow.
So
Need to
if you're
register
going
too.
to register, go out there, all you furs, and register for Furlandia. We
Are there
want
any hotel
to-
rooms left?
Yes. We actually we have unfortunately sold out of the
Main
room
hotel.
blocks at the Sheraton, but there is the Hampton that's next
Which is
door.
pretty much the same thing. It's just
Pretty
right there.
much the same thing. You just have to walk an extra, I don't know.
5 feet or something.
Well,
10.
okay.
Basically,
like
you
that.
have to
It's
walk
not
the
too
same
much.
distance that you would walk at
At
Further
a normal,
Confusion.
at a bigger con. Yeah.
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 I mean,
Yeah.
or BLFC. I mean, from the time you get
Yeah.
to your
And
room
even
to the
even
con
less.
space. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, and if worse comes to worse, if that hotel gets sold out, then there's also another hotel called the Aloft that
Yes.
can also be done, but that's a little
Oh.
bit further away. But they have one of those S cars that take you places, you know.
The
you
S
can
car
watch
go.
that S-car go right there.
It's not a very
Yeah.
fast car though.
No.
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 But go out to
Slightly
Furlandia.org, Furlandia.org, register. Let's see how many people we can get to
Cram
at
in
our-
the Sheraton.
theoretically at our last hurrah at this hotel.
Mm,
So let's find out if we can do it.
nice. I like the Hampton better than the Sheraton anyway. I think the rooms are nicer, but that's just me.
Mm.
Are you just you?
I'm just me. And the
You're
Aloft
just
is really
he.
nice too.
You're like a baby sheep. You're just you.
I'm just you.
Just to you.
TikTok. What have you got to plug? Thank you.
Apparently,
Okay.
that leak, because I hear like air just rushing out.
It was all that floating the other week, you know. It's
Yes.
finally just all leaking out.
I think he's remembering get out the float too much.
Mhm.
Yes.
That wasn't me this time.
Sure, it wasn't. It was.
Okay. Mainly, I just like to echo what Cheetaro just said. You know, come out to Furlandia. So have our last hurrah at the Sheraton.
What is this show even?
We don't.
Nobody
know.
is known for
We don't
years.
Yeah. Okay. Taebyn, what do you got to plug?
Oh hi. Besides my muzz, because I need to stop. So, you first might know if you've heard before. I don't really have anything new to say, but I'll say it again because maybe you haven't heard it before. I have a link tree that's linktr. No, sorry, linktr.ee/Taebyn, Taebyn. And so there you can get a link to all my stuff. I have a fourth wall, which if you want to go straight through the fourth wall, it's Taebyn-shop.com. shop.fourthwall.com, where you can buy t-shirts, mug shirts, or stickers. More to come. I keep saying that, and it's true. I will have more. I just don't have it yet. And of course, I have a YouTube. That's just search for Taebyn Pup on YouTube, and you'll find me. And there's all kinds of videos and things like that, and lots of fun, lots of things. I can teach you how to cook, how to make ice. I can also legitimately teach you math that other furs have actually told me they have passed their calculus classes and exams because of my videos. So all you furs, check that out. There's the crispy chicken saga. What else? There's some drummy drums. There's some story time. There's some all kinds of things. So make sure to check all that out. New videos are on the horizon that I'm very excited about. So make sure to subscribe and everything so that you get notification of when those comes out. Boop, boop, boop. And also, I'll be at Vancouver next week because when this episode drops, Vancouver is only a week away. So if you're going to Vancouver, make sure to check out my Storytime with Taebyn. And Taebyn sings Weird Al and cheer for me in the cutie pageant because I'll be competing in that again.
And defending your title.
And defending my title. That's right, all you furs, in case you're wondering what that's about. I actually won first place last year in the cutie pageant, so I'm going to try and defend my title. Probably going to do the floor wars. I was going to compete at the dance comp, but my honey noted that I do too many things, so I'm actually not going to do the dance comp this time. But in any case, come check out my stuff at Vancouver. It's lots of fun. And those are the things I have to plug for this week.
Awesome.
Actually,
Well,
I have
it
a
looks
question
like-
for Taebyn.
Yes.
Oh.
Have any chefs ever contacted you and say they were able to pass culinary school from watching?
Not yet, but I'm not holding my breath, but I'm hoping for it. I'm sure I'll get a call just any day now saying, Taebyn, I was wondering what that shiny metal thing in the corner of my kitchen was for all these years. And now I know what it is. I can put bread in there and it comes out very crispy. So thank you.
Yes.
I was wondering how that magic worked. So yes, all you first can learn about how to make this. It's called quote unquote toast. So if you've heard these magic words before, make sure to check out Toast, Cooking with Taebyn on my YouTube. And you can too find out how to do that.
Okay,
Ooh.
Good question to TikTok. Thank you.
All righty. Well, it looks like we made it to the logical or illogical conclusion of our episode.
I think illogical.
Illogical. Illogical. We know that you have a choice in podcasts, and we love that you choose to listen to ours. Cheetaro, any final words?
Well, yeah. First off, I want to thank my partner, Pink Lemonade, for putting up with me with all the stuff that I've been dealing with all the furry convention stuff. But as always, I want to tell everybody, go out, make people laugh. The world would be a better place if everybody did. So, Moobarkfluff.
Awesome. TikTok, what are your final thoughts?
Be fluffy and be fluffier.
Fluffy and
Not
fluffy.
all at the same time.
Yes. That's good as
Like lots of static electricity. Poof. Okay. Rayne, how about you?
Just want to let everybody know you need to be kind to yourself and each other. Stay furry, Moobarkfluff. Ziggy, I love you, and I can't wait to be your husband. And that's all I have to say for this week.
So on behalf of all of us here at BFFT and all the folks at the Injured Nerves Podcast Network, we say Moobarkfluff and stay furry. Taebyn, take us out of here so we can all get a poof.
Our dance on, apparently.
Apparently our dance.
All you furs and fluffs out there, and any of you beep boops or anything that are listening, and inflatables, squeakies. Thank you, all you furs and all you squeakies and all you things out there in the Podiverse for listening to our crazy cow that we did just now. And we did it, and we made it through. You should feel very, very proud of yourself. Or maybe not so much. Maybe you need to go discuss this with your parents and find out what's wrong with you. I don't know. In any case, thank you for it. We love barking at you each week, and we love all the stuff that you listen to, I guess. And I don't know what I'm talking about. Other than, thank you very much. And on that note, I will say, have a wonderful week. Until next time, Moobarkfluff, bark, bark.
Barely Furcasting is an Injured Nerve studio production and is found on all major podcast platforms or can be heard directly at barelyfurcasting.com. The Furcast is produced, recorded, and directed by Barely Normal, aka Mike Began, and is edited by Barely and our associate producer Rayne Raccoon. Opening and closing theme music, as well as some interstitial music, was created for Injured Nerves Productions for the use on the podcast by Reg Day with Damian Tanuki. If you would like to hear more music by Reg Day, you can search for Tweezerbeak on Bandcamp or Hoop Loop Tunes on SoundCloud. Other interstitial and background music through silvermansound.com, Gator Tots on SoundCloud.com, the YouTube Free Use Library, and Epidemic Sound. If you would like to send us a message, you can do so via email at barelyfurcasting@gmail.com or on our Telegram chat at BFFT chat, on Twitter, on our Facebook page, or on the barelyfurcasting.com webpage. You can help support the show through donations at coffee.com/barelyfurcasting or through Patreon at patreon.com/barelyfurcasting. Thanks for listening. We hope you come back and listen next week.